Hello fishing friends, it is Jason from JC Fishing, and today we're going to be covering how to catch pompano with artificial lures from your local beach. Alright, I would like to just start off by saying that I'm going to break this video up into 3 parts. All the parts and when they begin will be listed below, so if you want to skip to one part or skip to another part, that will be down in the description, so feel free to do that. And without further ado, let's get into today's 3 topics. Alright, so our first topic is when. Here on the Gulf Coast or the West Coast, we typically expect to see pompano show up around December. It could be earlier or later depending on the warmth of the water, but it usually is around December that we see them show up. And they leave in about April, which doesn't sound like a long time, and it's not. It's very short, seasonal fish that you can go out and catch, or you can get skunked. It's either hit or miss, but with these tips and advice that I'm about to give you, I'm hoping that I can change that and make it a lot better than what it was for me the first time I went. So, you're fishing between December and April when the pompano typically show up. When should you go? I would like to say sunny and windy days will be your best option. Without a doubt, sunny and windy is just the way to go, because the sun is out, the jigs are going to be shining. I mean, they're bright obviously as they are, but the sun's going to be reflecting off all these colors in a way that represents the sand flea or crab or any kind of crustacean that pompano eat. As far as high tide or low tide, I haven't noticed too much of a difference. High tide might be a little bit better. It's all based on the area technically, but you never know anyway, so I wouldn't base your fishing around the high or low tide. Higher would probably be safer, probably be a safer bet. Moving on to our next topic is where. So if I had 3 major things I'd like to say about where, I would like to say that the beaches of the Gulf is obviously the most it's obviously the most general answer, but inlets, passes, strong current. Those 3 things are going to get you pompano. As for the beaches of the Gulf, there is inlets and passes right near there. Obviously, it's on the Gulf, and strong current it can be good depending on the tide and where you're fishing. If you're on a beach, obviously there's going to be a pass or an inlet on there that's going to have strong current. I'm not saying you should fish that strong current. I'm saying maybe pick a spot next to that strong current where there's calmer, shallower water where they can take a break, eat something, eat jigs like this, for example, and, just sit out in the sun and wait for food to come by. So that might be my best opinion. That is my best opinion on where you should be catching pompano. Alright, so our next topic is how. And this means that you found the spot, you're at the right time, and the pompano are there, they're biting, they're hungry, they're all the above. That's what we're going to be talking about next. And my personal opinion on this is just how I've found success in the past. Hopefully I've been rolling some clips of me catching pompano, maybe some pictures even of the one fish that I never expected to catch. It was almost a world record pompano caught off Honeymoon Island at the Dog Beach on a pompano jig, on one of these pink pompano jigs. It weighed about 7.5 pounds, which is a lot for a pompano. They typically only get to about 2 or 3, and the world record was actually about 8. So it was very close. I mean, I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting it, but it was definitely an amazing spectacle. I will never forget that moment when I got it in. I realized how big it was, because I never knew pompano got that big. But so let's say you're at the right spot, you're at the right time. How do you work a pompano jig? And here's my answer. This is my opinion. Totally, I already covered that. It's totally my opinion. But making diagonal casts is going to be the most effective. You're not bringing it in through the same spot every time. You think you cast out straight. You think you're going to the same spot. You're really not. So you're casting almost parallel to the beach, sort of. You're bringing it through more than just one depth of water. So you're covering more water than you think you are. And on that retrieve, as you're bringing across all these fish that are going to be in different depths, sitting there, eating, relaxing, you're going to be giving it 2 twitches. Just give it 2 twitches with the rod. Just up twice, real quick. And then let it sink down. Let it flutter down. Let it be the natural little crab that it is. And let it sink, right? So after you let it sink for about, I don't know, maybe give it 2 or 3 seconds, give it 2 more twitches. That's it. That's all there is to it with these jigs right here. I have a lot of different colored ones and have some sand flea ones, but from here to my right, everything to the right of my hand is typically what you're going to throw. It's going to be the easiest way to catch them. Let's just say that you are fishing stronger current. I would definitely recommend using a heavier one. This is a 1/2 ounce. I would recommend using that. When the sun's out, all these colors, they're going to shine bright. They're going to be popping in the water. They're not going to be hard to see, but on cloudy days it's going to be a little harder for the fish to see. So, but my overall color, if I had to choose one color, it would definitely be pink. I mean, I could say it's because of that big pompano I caught. I could say it's because I've caught over 100 pompano in the last month, but it's the best color in my opinion. And as far as teasers go, you definitely need a teaser, which is going to get you most of the fish in. Because of that teaser, they attack it for some reason. It's just, it looks tastier than the actual jig, and that's what the fish go for. And to add to that teaser part, I really recommend putting some Pro Cure on there. I know this is mullet, but any Pro Cure will work. It's just a little bit of scent to give it that one step further for the fish to attack it. It's the game changer right there. So I definitely recommend using some Pro Cure with that. And I think that's about it. I think I've covered everything in this video that I wanted to cover, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to roll those clips throughout the video of catching some pompano, maybe the world record. Could have been the world record. It's very depressing. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to go drop a comment, a like, and subscribe if you're new, because I post a lot of videos from bass fishing to saltwater fishing, snook, jack, all that kind of good stuff. So just subscribe if you're new, and I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.